yesterday reports that the Israeli army had begun a full withdrawal from the Netzarim corridor as part of the ceasefire implementation in Gaza. The 162nd Division is now repositioning along the border, marking a significant step toward reducing Israelis' presence in northern Gaza. Some Israeli forces were seen burning equipment as they departed. Palestinians have started moving on the road connecting the north and south of Gaza Strip after the Israeli military withdrew from the Netzarim corridor. Thousands of Palestinians have streamed through the corridor in recent weeks, returning to their homes in the north from southern Gaza, where they had sought shelter from the war. Since the early months of the war, Israeli forces had occupied the roughly 4-mile-long corridor south of Gaza City that stretches from the Israeli border to the Mediterranean Sea. The Palestinian Central Council had reaffirmed the unified stance against an attempt to displace Palestinians or undermine their national cause. At the conclusion of the meeting in the West Bank, the Council rejected U.S. President Donald Trump's remarks about relocating Gaza's populations. It called for a unified Arab response, urging Washington to retract its position while stressing the Palestinian people's resilience against occupation, displacement, and settlement expansion. The United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has urged continued pressure for a permanent ceasefire in Gaza and the immediate release of all detainees. He also emphasized that the only sustainable solution is the establishment of a viable, sovereign Palestinian state living in peace, security with Israel. Guterres warned that the current situation cannot withstand more death and destruction. The UN Special Rapporteur on Adequate Housing has stated that Gaza can be rebuilt without displacing Palestinians. He revealed that 70% of the Strip's buildings have been destroyed by Israeli attacks and estimated that reconstruction would take 5 to 10 years of a cost of $60 billion. And moving on now to Lebanon, where President Joseph Aoun has reaffirmed Lebanon's commitment to strengthening ties with Algeria during a meeting with Algerian Foreign Minister Ahmed Atif. President Aoun expressed Lebanon's appreciation for Algeria's steadfast support, especially in the United Nations Security Council. During the meeting, Aoun received a written message from Algerian President Abdelmajid Tebboune, which included an official invitation to visit Algeria and emphasized the need to enhance bilateral relations between both nations.